This is the City Council meeting agenda for September 23, 2008. There is only one public hearing on the agenda for this meeting. The Norfolk Hotel Alliance, LLC, is seeking to rent space in the Main Street garage. This space would be used as a pre-booking office for the new Westin Hotel and Conference Center. The pre-booking office would allow hotel staff to meet with clients and reserve rooms and space prior to the opening of the new hotel. Under the proposed lease agreement, the Norfolk Hotel Alliance would rent the space for 3 years starting November 1st. The initial monthly rent will start at just over $1,200 and will increase 3% each year. The first item on the consent agenda is a proposal to clarify existing standards for the construction of buildings in the Ghent and Freemason districts. Recent legal action has called into question the use of the terms maximum and minimum as they relate to the heights of buildings. In addition, the use of the word variation in the current zoning ordinance has the potential to confuse applicants into believing a variance is required. New language has been drafted to address both issues. The City Planning Commission has voted in favor of adopting the new language for the zoning ordinance. City Council will set the matter for a public hearing at the October 14th meeting. The second item on the consent agenda is related to item C1. As a result of community input on the zoning ordinance language in the Ghent and Freemason districts, it was noted that the criterion for receiving a certificate of appropriateness for those districts is not well defined. Specifically, the current language requires that any proposed project be viewed within the context of, quote, the immediate vicinity. However, immediate vicinity is not defined. Additionally, the current ordinance requires projects to be architecturally harmonious and compatible. However, no guidance is offered as to how to determine those factors. Proposed amendments to the ordinance would clarify those points by defining the terms and providing specific guidance. The Planning Commission has voted in favor of adopting the changes to the zoning ordinance. Council will schedule a public hearing for October 14th. The first item on the regular agenda is a request for permission to encroach into city property. The property is located at 4300 Lake Point Road in Suffolk. The applicants are seeking permission to extend an existing barn and frame building approximately 2,300 square feet onto property owned by Norfolk at Lake Prince. Next on the agenda for this meeting is an ordinance to vacate an existing drainage easement over private property in the Sherwood Heights neighborhood. The drainage easement at 4605 Crick Street was originally put into place as the subdivision was being developed. However, appropriate drainage and utility placement was achieved without using the easement, so it is no longer necessary. Several city departments have reviewed the request to vacate the easement and have offered no objections. The final item before Council at this meeting is a resolution to bring the city into compliance with a recent ruling by the IRS. The ruling requires employers to formally affirm their intention to pick up a portion of the contribution to employees' retirement plans. The ruling specifically impacts constitutional employees. Though these employees are actually under the Virginia retirement system and not the Norfolk retirement system, the city still makes a 5% match to their retirement plans. The city is already making the contribution. The resolution is simply a formality to meet the requirements of the IRS ruling. If you have any questions about your city council, about any of the items on the agenda, or about your city in general, be sure to call our information line at 664-4000 or visit us on the web at www.norfolk.gov.